Hey guys, this is Marcus Herman, and today I'm going to dive into EA Sports College Football 25, what is confirmed, and pretty much just dive deep into all the info and tidbits that have been released since the announcement of the game. So, there will be multiple commentators. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this by now, but if you don't, here you go. The commentators that will be in the game, or the personalities in the game, will be Reese Davis, Kirk Herbstreit, Chris Fowler, David Pollock, Desmond Howard, Jesse Palmer, Kevin Connors, and the in-stadium PA announcer will be Rich DeMarco. And they will have College Game Day presentation in the game, which is huge. And the commentary teams will be dynamic, so depending on what type of game you're playing, whether it's a bowl game, the national championship game, or you're a bunch of nobodies, that will define who is going to be the commentary team for that game, which is awesome because back in the day we only had Reese Davis, Kirk Herbstreit, that commentary team for every game. But this game, there will be dynamic commentary teams depending on the emphasis of the game, which I think is really awesome and makes it much more authentic and realistic. And Madden really can't compete with that. And there will be dynamic attendance. So a 0-12 team won't have a full packed house like in Madden. Every team's full packed. Like, that's just not reality in college sports. If your team's not doing well, the fans aren't going to show up. If your team's doing amazing, you're going to have a sold-out place. So that's going to be translated into the game. As well as there will be the Reeses Senior Bowl. And there was speculation that it might not be confirmed, but more likely than not, the same day that everyone else was saying they're in the game, the Reeses Senior Bowl actual account did post something about it. So I'm 99.9999% sure that the Senior Bowl will be represented into the game in some capacity. And along with all the commentators and the dynamic commentary teams, they will be using the ESPN Presentation like they did in the past, which is a big thing for us college football video game fans, because Madden has the right to ESPN, but they don't use it as well as the college games did. The college games use the graphics, the presentation. They even have their commentators in the game. So Madden really lacks in that authenticity of commentary and presentation. And college football, even 2014, I think that commentary is still better than what we have today in Madden. And that's pretty sad considering that's 11 years ago. And that game is still relevant and still holding its power. There is also speculation that there will be sideline reporters in this game. So I don't know who those people would be. Maybe they're part of the commentary or personality people that will be the reporters, but that isn't 100% confirmed. But I mean, everything else that has been confirmed, I can definitely see sideline reporters being in the game. EA is making an emphasis for us to have our own created content and lots of customization, and yet it hasn't been 100% confirmed, but you can pretty much say that Team Builder will be back, and it will be expanded on. It won't be the same as 2014. It will be even better, and it might even be in game, so we won't have to go online and do it online. We could do it all within game. There shouldn't really be an issue because the NFL is way more piggy, and there's way more rules in the NFL that limits EA. But since the NCAA isn't in this game, they aren't licensed in this game. It's just generic college football, but also the CLC got all the teams in this game. But the NCAA really doesn't have a say in what EA can or cannot do in this game. It's all up to the universities, and the universities would probably be more flexible than the actual NCAA itself. So that's good to hear, because customization is a huge thing for gamers, and we want to make our own universities, our own teams, maybe even make our own stadiums and mascots. That would be really cool if they implemented that. But yeah, created content and customization will be a big part of this game, and there was leaks and tidbits that came out that say that there will be visible backplates and ski masks and hoodies coming out of the players' jerseys. So a bunch of customization that you don't see in Madden already, just those things alone. So this game should definitely be up to par with what real people do in real life, and what they wear and what they use for equipment. Also, they're making an emphasis again to be true to today's college football. So they're gonna really put emphasis into the transfer portal, and they're gonna implement NIL into Dynasty mode and Road to Glory, and there will be decommitments and flips, which we really haven't had in the past, but it is really true to today's college football landscape. Because we didn't really... The transfer portal was in the game in 2014, but it wasn't really used. You rarely saw players go into the portal, unless they were a freshman and just didn't get playing time. That's the only time you saw it, but they're going to emphasize that it's going to be more what we see today. So definitely you're going to see way more transfer portal players either want to come to your school or want to get out because of that NIL. And it is going to be on the Frostbite Engine, but let me just say this right now. It is not going to be a Madden reskin. I know lots of people are concerned. Well, it's the Frostbite Engine. It's going to be like Madden with just college paint on it. That is not the case. This is the team working on this game is nothing to do with Madden. No person on the college game is Madden. And the old NCAA football 14 team, some of those guys are back doing this game, and college football revamped guys are also doing this game. So they are like us. They're hardcore college football fans, and they're making the game. So I really wouldn't have too much worry about this game not being good and being just like Madden, because it won't be. It's made with way more passion than Madden will ever be, and you know, it'll show for sure. And there will be the coaching carousel again, probably expanded upon, but the system in 2014 was really good, so if they just implement that the same way, I would be happy with that. But the coaching carousel will be in the game. Custom schedules and conferences will be in the game, which is great. If you're a Dynasty player, you love creating your own schedules, whether you want a cupcake schedule to try and get wins and recruits, you know, if you're a nobody school, or you can make the hardest schedule ever. It's always just fun to being able to control that, instead of just like Madden, you sim a year and the schedule's set. You don't have any say in that. So that's another thing about this game that is going to be really cool. But that was also in 2014. But custom conferences was also in 2014. But there will be limits. We can't delete any conferences, just like in 2014. We couldn't get rid of a conference. There will be a minimum requirement of teams in a conference, and the max will be about 20 teams. So the Big Ten, probably you can only probably add 2 more teams into there. but yeah, there will be customization with the conferences. You just can't delete them or change their names. And then online Dynasty, the rumor will be about 32 users, and this is to be expected. We're in 2024, and online play has definitely increased. And if Madden has 32 teams available for users to control, it should be the same, if not more, for the college game, since there are 134 teams in the game. And we will be able to edit the roster, but we can't edit in opt-outs. If a real player in real life opted out of the game, we cannot put their name into the game or anything similar to their name. We don't know the exact, how EA is gonna control that, but they did state that users won't be able to edit in opt-outs. And we can't change real players either. We can't change their real player attributes, and we won't be able to change their name or their about section, because that is unique to that real player. But we will be able to edit their equipment, and that's pretty much it. And then we can create our own players, which will have full customization for that. But just real players and opt-outs, we won't be able to do that. And the playoffs will be customizable. Rumors about it'll be expandable to 16 teams, but it'll for sure have the 12-team playoff that is going to be incorporated this year of the college football season. And all bowl games will be in the game. And most of the stadiums will be in the game. If it is an NFL stadium or a college stadium, that will be in the game. But stadiums like Yankee Stadium and Wrigley Field will not. There's going to be a huge emphasis on authenticity in this game. Rivalry games will be definitely you'll feel the rivalry. The traditions of different colleges will be seen and felt. Each stadium is going to have their own presentation, their own feel, their own special things, because each school in college football has their own special traditions and whatnot. So, and all these things have been sent to EA from universities, so it's really up to EA to implement them into the game. But like I said, the team working on this game are diehard college football fans, and they want to make this game the best they can. So I really wouldn't worry too much about not seeing your favorite team's traditions or chants or marching band songs, or even in stadium music, like Wisconsin's Jump Around or Enter Sandman. That stuff will be up to EA to get those licenses, but I will assure you that most of that will be in the game because they want it to be as authentic as possible. And with that being said, Road to Glory and Dynasty mode is their main focus. Yes, there will be Ultimate Team in the game, but they already stated that microtransactions won't be that heavy in this game. It's not going to be like Madden at all. And Road to Glory and Dynasty are their flagship modes, and they know that, and they have to make those right before they even think about trying to make the Ultimate Team anything like Madden. So I would not worry about Ultimate Team or that this game is going to be full of transactions, because that's just not their priority. And the Heisman Trophy will be in the game, but other awards will not be in the game. All other awards will be generic, except for the Heisman. And for the release date, now there's been lots of, it hasn't really been confirmed, but my best bet and based on what has been leaked, is that it will be July 12th at midnight Eastern Time. So for me, it'll come out on July 11th at 11 p.m. because I'm in Central Time. But that will probably be the release date. Don't quote me on it, but again, you can quote me on it when it comes true. And real coaches, except maybe Dion Sanders, won't be in the game. And the reason why I say that Dion Sanders might be in the game is because in a video, Chris Fowler said that if you win the national championship with Buffalo and Dion Sanders, you might get a special shout out. So that little tidbit and the fact that Dion Sanders was in Madden 24, I feel like his likeness might be in the game. And but other coaches will not. FCS teams will not be in at launch, but they might be a DLC later, or they will be implemented into the game in later installments of the game, but not at launch. That's pretty much everything that's been confirmed about this game. And honestly, I can't wait. It's been a long 11 years, and I can't wait to dump Madden and get on my next gen consoles and play this game. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am and look forward to this game. And I want to thank you for listening, and please engage with me in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I'm Marcus Herman. Have a great day.